So you get to this point in your relationship where you're done, you're over it, you've had enough. You don't even want to work on it to create a new relationship with the person that you're in relationship with at the moment. The reason it's like that for you is because you didn't work on it early enough. So the little bits that started setting in that were like the resentment, the hurt, the pissed offness, the upset because the person doesn't understand you, that's when you really needed to start working on your relationship. So when we talk about relationships and you getting back together with this partner that you all of a sudden fell out of love with, you're like, oh, I can't be bothered, I'm done, I'm over it. Well, the reason you're over it is because you haven't dealt with the hurt that you feel because of the way you think they're treating you. You've built up a story over years about who they are and what they do and what they should do for you and why they should treat you better. And then you're just like basically upset, angry, don't want to work on it because you're resentful and you think it's all their fault. Well, it's not their fault. It's as much your fault because you've allowed yourself to build up a story. So imagine your relationship when you started this relationship with the person. Imagine how you felt back then. You were in love with them. They were so exciting. You wanted to spend all your time with them. They couldn't do anything wrong. They seemed to get you. They seemed to understand you. They made you feel awesome about yourself. And you did the same for them. You lit them up. There was like a spark there. Well, you're still the same person. You haven't changed over time. You're still at your heart who you were back then. So this nonsense that you have going on, that you're done in the relationship or you don't want to work on it, that just means you've got to clear some baggage out of your space because it's getting in the way of you viewing your partner. You've got these glasses on that are tinted by your story of all the things they've done over all this time that have upset you or hurt you. And if you take those glasses off, then there'll be a relationship worth working on. Which, you know, perhaps if you don't have kids or if you don't have a house together or if you have no other commitments, maybe it's okay to walk away. But so many of you are walking away from relationships with the children are involved. And it doesn't need to happen. Because once you take the glasses off that have coloured what your partner looks like, you'll work out that it's not them, they're not the problem. You'll work out that this person that you thought was going to bring you all this love, all this happiness, is actually capable of bringing you all this love and all this happiness. You just have to learn the key cornerstones of relationships. So when we work on relationships, we build from the centre, your relationship entity. So you're both in it 100%. And then we teach you how to be in the masculine and feminine state. And 99.9% of the time, that's the problem. The problem is you're in a masculine state as a woman trying to force him, and he's in a feminine state as a man not feeling good enough or feeling like he can't make you happy. Then you've got communication, which is another cornerstone you don't understand anything about in a relationship. Then you've got connection, which you don't spend any time on. The kids come along or work comes along or pressure comes along and you just drift apart. Whereas when you're first together, you're first in a relationship, you don't have that. You can't take your eyes off each other. You can't get out of bed from each other. You just want to be connected all the time. And then the last part is the in the relationship is the other cornerstone of I forgot what the other cornerstone is. Oh my word, my memory. So anyway, that'll come back to me at some point in the near future. But there's the 4 cornerstones you have to build. And once you get the hang of those cornerstones, you can keep the relationship entity going. You can keep it together. And you don't fall into this place of resentment. You don't fall into this place of wanting to give up. So before you decide you want to give up on the relationship, first of all, understand what got you to that place. So first of all, understand what got you to the place of wanting to give up in the relationship. Once you understand what got you to the place of wanting to give up, then you can start to see it from a different perspective, and then you can decide whether the person you once loved is the person you want to fall in love with again. Because I promise you, move the hurt, the upset, the letdown, the despair, move all of that out of the way, and you'll see the person that you once saw when you were first together. So don't buy into this nonsense that you don't want to work on it, that you're done. You're done because you don't understand how to be in relationship. And once you understand the relationship, you'll understand what makes it work. You'll want to fall back in love with this person. So before any of that, get in touch, send us a message. Give up whatever you're holding on to, whatever resentments or anger or upset you're holding on to, and learn to move your own stuff out of the way so you can see your partner how you did right at the beginning of the relationship. All right, guys, that's all from me. Bye.